students. Welcome back to the BSc First Sem Basic English course. I am Dr. Vidya Patil, serving as Assistant Professor of English at Government First Grade Women's College, Bidar. In today's video, I will be discussing with you about the second lesson of your last unit, which is titled Dances. In this lesson, you will be introduced to the various dance forms of India. Through this lesson, you will be able to understand the variety and diversity which is found in our culture. Also, you will know that the coexistence of these diverse cultures is the speciality and the trademark of our country. So, we all need to preserve this diversity and the strength of our country, which is unity in diversity. So come on students, let us now try to understand the different dance forms of India. In India, dance has a tradition of over 2000 years. There are two main dance forms, which are the classical dance and the folk dance. Any dance form to be considered as classical has to adhere to the guidelines which have been laid down by the ancient manuscript called Natya Shastra, which explains the art of acting. The Sangeet Natak Academy currently has conferred the status of classical dance to 8 Indian classical dance styles. These are Bharatnatyam from Tamil Nadu, Kathak from North India, Kathakali from Kerala, Kuchipudi from Andhra Pradesh, Manipuri from Manipur, Mohiniyattam from Kerala, Odissi from Orissa, and Satriya, which is an Assamese dance form. Folk dances in India vary from one region to the other. They have no specific set of rules and generally fit in with the scheme of religions which are celebrated in each particular region. I'll now just briefly describe each one of these different classical dance styles. The first dance style which we will try to understand is Bharatnatyam. Bharatnatyam originated in Tamil Nadu. It was earlier known as Dasiyattam. This dance form has been handed down through the centuries by dance teachers or gurus who were called as Natuvanars. The temple dancers called Devdasis have also helped in the propagation of this dance form. These families developed and propagated their heritage in the sacred environment of the temples. The training usually took around 7 years and it was under the direction of the Natuvanar, who used to be a scholar or a person of great learning and knowledge. Some of the famous Bharatnatyam dancers of our country are Bala Saraswati, C.V. Chandrasekhar, Leela Samson, Mrinalini Sarabhai, Padma Subramanyam, Rukmini Devi, Sanyukta Panigrahi, Sonal Mansingh, and Yamini Krishnamurti. The next dance form, which we'll try to find out more about, is Kathak. Kathak is a North Indian dance form which is usually related to classical Hindustani music. The meaning of the word Kathak is to tell a story. This dance involves the rhythmic and agile movement of the feet, which is accompanied to the tabla or the pakhavaj. The Kathak dance traditionally depicted the stories of Radha and Krishna in the Natwari style. The Mughal invasion of the North India had a serious impact on this dance form. The dance became more entertaining in nature since it began to be performed in the courts of the Mughals, and thus the religious nature of the dance form reduced drastically. More and more emphasis was laid on Nritya, that is, the dance aspect rather than Abhinay, which means expression or emotions. Some of the famous Kathak dancers are Bharti Gupta, Birju Maharaj, Damayanti Joshi, Durga Das, Gopi Krishna, Kumudini Lakhia, Shambhu Maharaj, Sitara Devi, and many others. The word Kathakali means story or performance. Katha, which means story, and Kali means performance. It's a very highly stylized classical dance drama which originated in Kerala in the 17th century. This classical dance form has certain special features which makes it stand apart from the remaining dance forms. These features are the elaborate costumes of the dancers, towering headgears which they wear, billowing skirts, and the long silver nails. Kathakali is regularly performed at temples, at cultural events, and also at international events, usually in fusion dance experiments. Kuchipudi is the next dance form which we'll try to find out more about. It derives its name from the village Kuchipudi, Kuchilapuram in Andhra Pradesh, from where it originated. It is also known as Bhagavata Mela Natakam. The dance style is a blend of the folk and the classical dance where the actors sing and dance. Kuchipudi has more freedom and fluidity when compared to the other classical dance forms. The next dance form which we'll try to understand is Manipuri. The Manipuri dance style was originally called Jogai, which means circular movement. Lord Krishna, Radha, and the gopis danced the Ras Leela, and Lord Shiva used to see to it that nobody disturbed the beauty of their dancing. In order to please Goddess Parvati, who is the consort of Lord Shiva and who wished to see this dance form, Lord Shiva chose the beautiful area of Manipur to reenact the Ras Leela. The Manipuri dance form follows specific patterns and body movements, and the costume involves a richly embroidered stiff skirt which extends to the feet. The next dance form which we'll be studying is Mohiniyattam. The theme of the Mohiniyattam dance form is generally love and devotion to God Vishnu. In most of these dances, Krishna is the hero of the dance. The heroine or her maid generally detail their dreams and ambitions through circular movements, delicate footsteps, and subtle expression. In this dance form, the dancer uses slow and medium tempos to find adequate space for improvisation and suggestive bhavas or emotions. The basic dance steps are the adavas, which are of 4 types: Taganam, Jaganam, Daganam, and Shammisram. These names are derived from the nomenclature called Vaitari. The Mohini Attam dance maintains realistic makeup, and the dancers generally don a simple costume. The dancer is attired in a beautiful white with gold border Kasavu sari of Kerala, and they wear the distinctive white jasmine flowers around a French bun at the side of their head. Some of the famous Mohiniyattam dancers are Kalamandalam Kshemavati, Kalak Rele, Kalamandalam Satyabhama, Bharti Shivaji, and Sunanda Nair. The next dance form, which is Odissi, is one of the oldest surviving classical dance forms of India. It is based on the popular devotion to Lord Krishna. The verses of the Sanskrit play Geet Govinda are used to depict the love and devotion to God. Odissi performances are usually full of stories and lores of Lord Krishna, who was the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. This dance form is a soft, lyrical, classical dance which depicts the ambience of Orissa and also the philosophy of the most popular deity of Orissa, that is Lord Jagannath. The dance sculptures of Odissi are found on the temple walls of Bhubaneswar, Puri, and Konark. Some of the famous dancers are Devi Prasad Das, Dhirendranath Patnaik, Indrani Rahman, Kelucharan Mahapatra, Priyambada Mohanty, and Sonal Mansingh. The next dance form which we are going to study is Satriya. Satriya Nritya emerged or originated in the satras or monasteries of Assam in the latter half of the 19th century. In the first half of the 19th century, this dance style was performed in a ritual manner by male dancers alone. On 15th November 2000, the Sangeet Natak Academy recognized Satriya Nritya as one of the classical dance forms of India because of its adherence to the guidelines which have been mentioned in the Natya Shastra. The main core of Satriya Nritya has been mythological stories. It is an artistic way of presenting the mythological teachings to the people in an accessible, immediate, and enjoyable manner. The Satriya was performed only by the Bhakuts, that is, the male monks living in the monasteries. But today, it is performed on the stage by men and women on themes which are not merely mythological. So students, after studying the various dance forms of India, which originated in different parts of our country, you must have discovered the richness and diversity of our culture. We should be proud of our rich and varied heritage. So, it is our bounden duty now to preserve this rich and diverse culture of ours. I hope you liked this video. Thank you.